big hair, just took it out of a bun. We are on the way to my fitness class. So this is today's check-in. It's Monday, let's get it. No excuses, no games, no, just none of that. None of that. We are doing a 60-day hard, maybe it's more like 58 days now, 57 days. Is it 56 days? You guys do the math, but we are going hard up until December 31st, and then we are really going to analyze how we did for the past 90 days, right? So imagining December 31st, we are going to analyze and reflect on our previous 90 days, and then we're going to do another type of challenge and type of reset going into January of 2025. Okay, so today so just to let you know what my fitness check is, so you can let me know what yours is down in the comments. Okay, so what I'm doing today is I am going to my kickboxing class. So my kickboxing class is would be considered a zone 2 HIIT cardio. Actually, I mean, it's a little bit above that because there is moments where I definitely wouldn't be able to have a conversation, and usually zone 2 is where you know your heart rate's up a little bit, but you can still kind of like have a conversation, but like breathing hard. But kickboxing, you can't do that. So I'm going to my kickboxing class, and then it's followed up with like another 30-minute kind of like weights where we're like, you know, we're jumping, we're doing burpees, we're doing things on the half, like that half ball. We are working on balance, we're doing abs, all that stuff. Okay, so that's what I'm doing today. As far as my eating, so far I started off my day with, every single morning I do this, non-negotiable, just a hot cup of water. Okay, we've been asleep for 8 hours. Well, hopefully most of us have been asleep for 8 hours. So essentially that's like a fasting. So it will benefit you to just start your day off with liquid. Okay, so just don't feel the urge to wake up and then start to just shove a pancake or a bagel down your throat. Okay, so just that's what I do every morning. I usually don't eat for the first 2 hours. It used to be the first 4 hours of me being awake, but I've since changed my eating window. I've moved it up. So my eating window on some days where I'm being a little bit more strict, it'll be from 10 to 4 p.m., 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. On other days where, you know, I don't mind it being stretched out a little bit, it'll be from like 8:30 or like 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then if I have like an event or something to go to, like for today, I actually do have an event that I'm going to this evening. So I am going to eat. So after I get done doing this class, I'm going to eat. And I'm just telling you guys what I'm doing, so that way it can maybe give you guys some ideas. But, because I definitely want to know what you guys are doing as well. So this is an open forum. It's not just me, you know, talking about myself. So after I get off, I'm going to have a parfait. And then I may skip eating. I don't know. I'm going to see how I feel, but I may not eat until I go to this event, or I might eat before and then not eat at the event. Cause the event isn't like a sit down dinner. I'm assuming they'll have like little like hors d'oeuvres and stuff like that. But it's the type of event it is. It's like, it's more, you know, sitting and like watching somebody perform. So I'm just debating. I definitely don't want to eat after the event at like 10:30. I just don't want to do that because I got to get right back up and go to my fitness class again. And then tomorrow's fitness class is at 8:45 a.m. Okay. So, oh man, some of these, you know what's so funny about the trolls that are coming in my live? It is like literally giving me so many dope ideas for YouTube videos. So you guys are actually like giving me a lot of like inspiration well, not inspiration, because I already have that from God, but you guys are giving me like really interesting ideas for my YouTube videos that I haven't really thought of before, because I hadn't had to deal with the controversy of trolls. So thank you. So number one, thank you. Number two, what I'm learning about trolls is that all trolls do is reveal themselves. So if there's someone that says something rude, all they're doing is revealing how they feel about themselves. It is such an interesting thing. They're revealing how insecure they are. They're revealing how much they don't have a life. They're revealing how broke they are. They're revealing how it's very interesting how people are just telling, they come to random strangers' pages and then they tell on themselves. Like, what kind of life is that? I'm just going to go to random human beings' pages and then just tell on myself. So I just want to say shout out to all the trolls, because I have been having the coolest ideas from you guys that are the haters and the trolley polies. So there you go. So, okay, so after, I definitely am not going to eat after the event because I don't want to go to sleep on a heavy stomach, okay? So let me know what you all are going to be doing. I would love to know what you guys are doing. This is a open forum, you know, checking in. If you look at one of my last posts and you read the comments, people are like, yep, like this is the kick I needed. This is the boost I needed. Like and what I was mainly talking about in that video, and I'll touch on it in this live, is we want to make sure that we aren't just thinking about the fitness journey as having these fluffy goals. We want to think about the fitness journey and the health journey and the mindset journey as a new standard. Like, we are setting a new bar. We are raising the bar. Okay, the old bar hasn't been working for us, or it's just not getting us the results that we want. So when you think of having a goal, you think of like, okay, so it's a goal, right? So it's outside of us, like it's far away from us. Like, actually having achieved that goal is in the future. But that's not how I think about my goals. I think about them from being that and then thinking backwards. Okay, so if I want to lose fat and gain muscle, which is what I'm focused on for the next 60 days, okay, then what would someone that has that already have done 60 days prior? So December 31st, I would like to have lost fat and gained muscle. So when I'm looking at myself December 1st, what would Ciana have done on November 4th to then have that? So you pretty much, you're starting it's helping you shift into that like actual identity and start operating like that person. Because sometimes what happens is when you have a goal that's 60 days out, let's be honest, it's hard for some of us to do delayed gratification. And that's what you have to do. You have to get used to doing delayed gratification. And, you know, for some of us, that is a challenge. That's something that we're still working on. So if that can, you know, possibly help you out a little bit, where you're thinking like, okay, so let me think as the person that I've already achieved it. And what would I have done 60 days prior, 90 days prior? Okay, so it might take the edge off of doing the delayed gratification. So that's what's really helped me. So, and then number two with that is you want to have a new standard. So if you're like, well, I'm gonna, you know, not eat as much sugar, I'm gonna like chill on the pasta, I'm gonna just kind of like eat a little earlier, not eat right before I go to sleep, I'm gonna drink more water, I'm gonna get more sleep. But then like you're like, well, you keep pushing those goals out in the future. Like, okay, well, I already kind of messed up, so I'll start again tomorrow. So then tomorrow comes, well, I'm just having a tough day at work, I'm just gonna start like on Monday. Then Monday comes, oh, I was really tired from the weekend, so I'll start tomorrow, I'll start Tuesday. Like, and then we keep pushing it out, and then all of a sudden December 31st comes and we're like, okay, well, we'll just start at the new year. And it's like, no, we're not doing that. We are operating from the person in the future that we want to be right now. Okay, trust me, holiday season is I love the summer, and also I love the whole year. But there's just something extra special about the holiday season. I love the lights. I love seeing all the decorations. I feel like people are kind of nicer. Going on like Christmas and holiday events and gift giving, and I love that people are just more giving back to the homeless more. We should be giving back to the homeless all year round, by the way. But I do love there is, you know, just an uptick of like really
paying attention to that and making sure to give back to people that are in more need than us, right? I just love the warmth and the just the love of this time of year. And so with that comes yummy food. So there's always like, I love pumpkin. So pumpkin lattes, pumpkin pies. I love my sweet potato pies first and foremost, but like at all these different places, there's like, a new pumpkin cookie. Like there's a lot of seasonal things that you can only get during this time of year. So I love it. I love it. But I have to be honest with myself. I'm like, okay, so yeah, I don't want to deprive myself from like the joy of it, but I also don't want to deprive myself from not hitting my goals, right? And not meeting my new standard for myself. This is the standard. The standard's not down here. The standard's here. So when I start to like trickle closer to right here, there's some changes that I got to do. So if I, like for example, yesterday, you guys know, I want to stop eating at 4 p.m. But then yesterday I was on live eating at like 6 p.m. Which, okay, it's a weekend, I'm relaxed. But today, you know what I'm saying? I have some decisions to make. So I ate late yesterday. And then, so am I going to eat late again today? Right? So I might have to tighten that up because I was a little bit more relaxed today. Instead of me just saying, I'm going to start next week on Monday, right? I'm going to make a new decision today. And so I'm not saying like, those are just my personal goals. You can eat at whatever window you want and whatever window fits within your lifestyle and your needs and your personal new standard. But for me, because I'm 5'7" and I'm 138 pounds. Okay. So it's not necessarily weight that I want to lose. I probably will lose some weight because I'm transitioning from fat to muscle, but it might not fluctuate that much. I might only lose like 3 pounds or 4 pounds by December 31st, which doesn't matter to me because I'm just trying to body recomp. Okay. So if I want a body recomp, eating late and going to sleep on a heavy stomach of food is not going to get me closer to that goal. So even though I'm going to an event tonight, I'm not going to eat after that event at 10 p.m. Right? So actually, now that I'm speaking this out loud, I probably will eat before the event and then just have like, whatever refreshments that are there, like, coffee or tea or something like that. Or if they have a non-alcoholic beverage or something like that, then I'll just, kind of sip on that. But that's what you have to do. It's just like those micro decisions and micro changes as you are navigating your new standard for yourself. So if you start thinking about things as a new standard, a new baseline, it kind of, it just, there's like a boundary almost like that you put on yourself. Go ahead and like the video, go ahead and subscribe. All right. And then let me know in the comments what you guys are doing. And, if this is kind of helping you expand your, your perspective on it, because it can feel like, man, like I'm not living. But here's the thing, like pumpkin lattes are going to exist forever. Like pumpkin pie is going to be around forever. November is going to be around until the earth isn't here anymore. Billions of years from now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I have to skip out on one season of overindulging on that stuff to just finally get to like where I would like to be, because I'm just so close. Some of us are so close. Like we have that last 10 pounds, that last 11 pounds, 13 pounds that we're just like, it's like stubborn. Like it just won't go anywhere. It's because we aren't making those micro changes to actually like, okay, you know what? Boom. Like I'm going to actually check in for 90 days and get rid of that last 13 pounds it's fine. I've been like, I'm still confident. Like it's there, but I can tell if I'm keep hovering around this extra 13 pounds of weight, the 13 pounds is going to double pretty soon into an extra 26 pounds of weight. And then that's when we start going into the realm of like turning into obese, as time goes on, right? So we got to get in front of that stuff now. Okay. So that's when we start delving into the realm of like, high blood sugar, becoming pre-diabetic, becoming diabetic. It's like, so the micro changes is bigger than just looks. It's bigger than just vanity. It's health. Especially like during this season of my life, the vanity metric has completely gone to the bottom of my list. I am headed for 40. So 40, like, I'm imagining myself as a really active 60-year-old. So if I want to be an active, fit, like, you know, I'm like real like limber and stretchy, and you know my joints aren't popping every 5 seconds and all that, like the 60-year-olds that I see now that are, you know, running around Calabasas or running around, you know, West Hollywood or whatever. And I'm like, wow, like, what did you do? And they're like, I just stayed at it. I was just consistent. So I have to think, okay, well, when I'm in my 60s, I want to have the energy of somebody that is in their 30s. Like, I don't want to just be like, okay, well, you know, just got to hang it up now. No. We already see 50, 60, 70-year-olds that are super active, have a lot of natural energy pumping through their veins. That's what I want. So now that I'm at that stage in life where I'm like, okay, I'm not like a baby adult anymore. I'm like going into the realm of like a full-on, real, like full-on adult. Okay. So there's some mindset shifts that I have to do. And so now I'm like, okay, what would 60-year-old Ciana be doing? Okay, she's gonna do these workouts that are kind of pushing her to the limit. Not too much, right? Because I don't want to, you know, break anything or, you know, pull anything, right? But I'm stretching. I'm doing my consistent HIIT cardio. I'm doing my weight training. I'm doing healthy movement. I'm going on walks. I'm doing active rest, right? Another really cool thing that I've done to make doing active rest like not boring, because I have 2 walking pads in my house, and you know, that can get boring. You know, it can honestly you can put on a podcast, which I love, but it can get boring. So I've been kind of switching it up lately and just going to different areas that I don't go to often. And what I'll do is I'll go and I'll park and then I'll walk for 3 miles. And this is so wild. So number 1, I'm getting my 10,000 steps in. But number 2, I've been discovering the cutest little shops that I never would have discovered, because like when you're driving by areas really fast, you know, and there's like a cute little mom and pop, it's easy to miss. So I have been building relationships with like all these cute little like herb shops and oil shops, and you know, cute little farmers market shops, and cute cultural, you know, grocery stores where it's like, it's just a Japanese store, it's just an Asian store, it's just an Indian store, or a Jamaican store, or Ethiopian, they just sell Ethiopian products. Like, I would have never, because you know, they're not in big buildings, right? So I probably would have driven past it, and I'm not really out here Googling those things, right? So okay, so now I'm parked and I'm gonna wrap my hands with you guys. So I'm gonna see what you all are saying. Okay. Thank you, Hallie. Oh man, I already know they're going in. Let me see, just run through really quickly. And really quickly, just for people that are kind of new on my channel, I am making an attempt to not go live, but I like while I'm driving, but there's just so many, you know, I just want to be able to check in, or like today, I have a busy day, so I won't be able to sit sedentary like this and really, you know, connect with you guys. And it is legal. It's legal you're allowed to be on the camera as long as you're not touching it and doing this and scrolling and doing this while you're, you know, I'm reading it and all that stuff. But I actually asked a police officer, I said, hey, look, like, I just want to know, is this illegal or not? And it's not. The police officer said, no, you can actually do that. It has to be mounted. You just can't be holding it and streaming. Oh, you have the stomach bug? I'm sorry to hear that. That's no fun. I'm just, let's see. I'm just going around showing, oh, thanks, A. Marie. I'm not really sure who you are, but thank you for tapping in. My stomach's going to start growling. I can feel it. So if it starts growling, it's because I haven't eaten anything yet. I'm working out fasted. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Okay, so let me hurry up about my hands. So, yeah, I'm just gonna say this about like just the DoDash stuff. People are really revealing themselves, and I love that that person, because they're verified, so they probably obviously have a bigger page. What I love is that DoDash is really exposing how jealous some of these other bigger YouTubers are. It is so wild. It is so wild. People are like putting up live streams of this woman, and I'm like, oh my gosh, all they're doing is bringing her more and more money. And what's interesting is that the bigger YouTubers that are 100K and above, they know this. They know that when they put someone's name in the, and when someone's trending, you're going to get more, more views. But man, are people revealing themselves about someone who has just figured out and tapped into their breakthrough on YouTube, whether they agree with how they did it or not. And it is like they are up in arms about it. If you don't know what you were talking about, you are I don't know what you were talking about. You are 5'7", 137. If I heard that right, almost 40 years old. Your body mass index. Oh yeah. No, I know that. I know. Glenn Paul, I appreciate you calling that out. Yeah, I know that. So that's why, like, it's more of a personal thing, because I'm just close to kind of like the way that I want to look. I'm just so close. Right? So I'm like, oh, let me just tighten up. But yeah, I'm completely like confident. I don't have any issue with how my body weight is. I don't have any issue with how I look. Like, I'm going to go to an event tonight. I'm going to feel confident. Like, it has nothing to do with like me not feeling like I'm my best, if that makes sense. It's just more of like oh, you know what? It's kind of like this. Like, say if this is a really weird example, because I don't know much about baseball at all, but that's what popped into my head. Like, say if you're somebody that plays for the minor league, in minor league baseball, right? Which is still pretty good, right? But you're like so close to the major leagues, but like, it's fine. You're in the minor leagues and it's fine, right? But you're only like 1 or 2 tweaks away from the major leagues. It's like, that's how I feel. It's like, there's like, I really want to be a motivator and inspirer for women, in the late 30s going into the 40s, and then continue to do that. And me kind of pushing myself to the limit is me showing that I'm putting in the work. Right? So, let's be honest. Like, why would someone want to listen to me about being fit and having like, having abs show and having, muscles start to show and all that? Like, how can I talk to you about starting to gain muscle if I'm not gaining muscle? Even though technically I can be a healthy late 30-year-old and not have muscle definition. Like, so it's nothing to do with that. It's like, it's more so if I want to encourage you to make sure to up your your muscle mass for health later in life, I gotta show it too, right? The only thing I agree with about Dee Dee is that the product was really not that good. I believe in giving value over delivering, and over delivering. She delivered. Yeah, I totally agree. That was a L. That was a L. She got a little too excited. And that was a learning for me, because I'm like, I don't want to ever get like too overly excited and like do something like that. So that's like a learning lesson. You have a wonderful personality and seem to have the perfect attitude, especially in this world we live in today. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let me speed up here. So that's kind of where I'm at. You know what I mean? I'm going to be 40, not next year, but the year after that. And, I do want to, like, if I'm going to preach the part, I have to look the part. You know what I'm saying? So that just comes with, like, that comes with health and fitness, right? I mean, I know I'm like, have this big crazy hair right now, and kind of a little bit all over the place, you know, but that's part of the grind of the health and fitness and wellness lifestyle. But like, if I was talking about health and fitness, but like I am clearly someone that doesn't necessarily represent that, you know, we are visual creatures too. So it's like, I'm someone, oh, you're talking about health and fitness, but like, where's the health? Where's the fitness? Like, you know what I'm saying? So all right, I'm going to go ahead and pop in to my class. Just tone your body. No need to bulk up. I like the comparison to minor league and major. Okay, I was hoping that made sense. So thank you. Yeah, I don't want to bulk up at all. I actually calmed down because I was doing way too much. And I was looking at pictures of myself and I was like, I don't really care to like have a massive glutes and a massive quads and like just a big old, you know, and you have to gain a lot of weight and put on a lot of mass to like then hit the weights, and then you got to cut, and that I don't want to do that. So I actually did calm down from that because I was starting to get there, and I was like, this is cool. I definitely like, it's crazy how the human body really can transform like that. And I was starting to see it, but then I was like, wait a minute, I don't really like the bulky look on me. I don't like it. On some women, it looks fantastic. I like more of like the leaner fit look, like I don't know what to call that. Like just kind of like a volleyball player or something, like where you're like not a track runner. They have beautiful bodies too, but like, you know, just someone more lean and just kind of like a dancer. So, oh, I don't like that. You bugging, you must not know that I'm thugging. Oh man. If you working like you talk, you're gonna be world champion. That's the goal in my own world. That's always the goal. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go, everyone. Go have a beautiful rest of your day. I may pop on later, I may not, who knows. Make sure to subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Bye.